Have you heard of Jeremy's take on F1?
And if Ferrari don't like that, they can fuck off as well. In fact, Mercedes can fuck off. They can all fuck off.
Now, I actually genuinely like F1, but the reasoning that Jeremy gives, it's solid. Especially for a guy that's been kicked off one of the most popular automotive TV shows ever, and now runs a TV show about farming. Yikes. Okay, so let's try and understand, where is he coming from? Is there any ground to what he's saying? Alright?
They can all fuck off.
One of the first things he mentions is the wheel-to-wheel racing, or rather the lack of it. When drivers do get close, unless you're in an absolute top team, there's no chance you're going to be overtaking anyone. Even when you get within a 1 second window and you open up your rear wing, there's essentially no way you're overtaking the car in front. So in order to have any chance of overtaking a car on the track, you either have to be accepted into knighthood, or you have to be the most narcissistic prick the world has ever seen. Or you can be Max Verstappen, whatever, it's your choice. And this parameter is required in order to be able to race. Not something good to have on a CV. This shit's a requirement for the fucking position. Now I know there's a bunch of narcissistic assholes on the track right now, but there's only so many Max Verstappens, so something has to be done. The other thing he mentioned was the brittleness of the cars. Whenever they do get wheel-to-wheel racing and it's action and it's fun and everyone tunes in, as soon as they touch, it's like fucking Lego bricks. Just fall apart instantly. And that's it. The race is over. The car that's been hit on the right-hand side is going to have the tires on the left-hand side blow up. Not because they've been hit, it's just because it's fucking Pirelli. And then the car that was the torpedo in the situation, not pointing any fingers, is going to have to pit for a new front wing, which in F1 basically means the death sentence. So during the race, all of the drivers are so cautious they don't want to get hit in a sport that people come to see because they want to see action. These people want drama. It's basically the new Love Island, but for petrol heads. For guys and girls that like, instead of a romantic flick, a Scandinavian one. Okay, that was a bit corny. Instead of fit studs and girls in bikinis, you get fit studs and girls in bikinis. I'm really not proving the point. Instead of tits and ass, you get sweaty dudes in race cars. How about that? So back to my point, people want drama. This is like hockey, but without the fighting. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody comes to a hockey game to see the puck be passed around. What they want to see is someone's teeth smashed in. That's what the money's paid for. You know, this isn't football, where fit guys will slip on pristine grass pretending they've broken their leg in 3 places. And the last but not least, penalties. Who came up with that? In the sport that everyone wants to see drama, penalizing people for stirring it is literally the worst thing you can do.
If somebody does dangerous driving, I'd give them an extra five championship points. Dangerous driving is what the fans want.
Exactly. Now you might be thinking this is nonsense, but tell the truth. When do you pay the most attention to the race? When someone hits a wall, someone gets tangled up and the tire blows out, the leader is out of the race all of a sudden, that's when you tune in. That's when you listen. Okay, oh shit, this is about to happen. Safety car, okay. The race is on. Back in the Mercedes days, the only times that people actually said, oh, that was a good race, was when Lewis Hamilton and or Valtteri Bottas were out of it. Whenever their tire blew or someone took them out, that was when actually was fun. Tells you a lot about a sport. So it just comes down to whoever has the fastest car. Whatever team has the most resources. Plain and simple. And don't even try to tell me that it's not all about the money. You compare the spend of Mercedes over the past 7 years and all the other teams, and then tell me that it's not about the money. And yeah, I know, Ferrari probably spends more than Mercedes, but there's only so much a team can do when their strategist is a donkey. Now, to be honest, this season, things have changed quite a bit. My boy Alonso's out there fighting for the title, at least hypothetically. Mercedes are basically nowhere to be seen. Ferrari is f***ing as usual, that hasn't really changed. But it has sort of become more competitive. Even though several teams have fallen off and Red Bull has essentially become the new gods of this green earth, powered by that bloody energy drink. I wonder what they mix in there so that their drivers and their engines perform so much better than any other car on the track. And they've essentially just replaced Mercedes and are now the completely dominant figure in the sport. But you can only ask for so much. But even Jeremy recognized it. He nearly shit his pants while he was interviewed on the f***ing grid. The only times I've seen him this happy is either when he advertises his beer or he hangs out with his sheep. Come to think of it, the guy's pretty f***ing weird, isn't it?